everyone, this is Kira and welcome back to Saving for My Happy Place, and welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and do another budget with me for the second half of March. My husband got paid on March 13th, so we're going to go ahead and budget the rest of his paycheck for the month. And before we start that, I just wanted to update everyone on where I am in my journey to 1,000 subscribers. So right now I am at 49 subscribers. So thank you everyone who has subscribed recently. I really appreciate it. So I was able to go ahead and cross off 4 of the little YouTube symbols. This tracker is from Budget Your Life, and I will have her linked in the description box below. Each clock equals 100 watch hours, and right now I'm at 62.8. So not quite enough to go ahead and color one of those in, but hopefully by the time I do another video, I will have more watch hours, and eventually I'll get to color in one of those clocks. So that's really exciting. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the budget with me. So my husband got paid $3,551.04. So $3,551.04. So I'm just going to put J paycheck number 2. Okay. And so I budget digitally through an app called EveryDollar, and it allows you to put in your income, and then you start putting that income into whatever categories you have created, and then you basically keep doing that until the income is gone in the app. So for whatever reason, while I was adding everything in digitally, I on a notepad was writing the categories and how much money I was allotting for each category. However, when I added it up, it did not balance correctly. I don't know where I made a mistake. I try to go back and look, but I couldn't find the mistake. And at the end of the day, it's fine. And I don't think anybody is here to make sure that my budget is balanced. I think that most people are just curious about what people spend their money on, how much they spend in each category. I mean, that's what I am interested in when I look at people's budget with me videos. So I'm letting you know in advance that I don't think it's going to budget out to this number, but yeah. So let's go ahead and get started with fixed expenses. So the majority of our fixed expenses come out of our first paychecks. So my husband gets paid bi-monthly. I get paid monthly. So most of our bills come out of those first 2 checks. But I did have to make some adjustments because I under budgeted a couple of things, and then there were some additional bills that come out later in the month. So I'm actually going to do it on this right here because I just have a lot of categories, and my sinking funds especially will not fit into this budget mom tracker. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it here. All right. So supplements are $5.36. So I had already budgeted for this, but I under budgeted by $5.36. I had previously used a coupon code, and then it was like a recurring charge. So the payment went through before I was able to add any other kind of coupon code. So I just had to add another $5.36 into supplements. Waste Management is my my trash company, and that bill was higher than it previously was. So I don't know if our rates just went up, but it was $5.24 higher than normal. Then my husband subscribes to Microsoft Copilot, which is an AI generator program. That is $20 a month. My car insurance. So for my car insurance, I only put in $205.35. Normally my bill is $437.17, but my company recently changed how they bill. Um, Before, when your policy renewed, you had to pay 2 months up front. And so I had created a sinking fund to basically I would overpay um, above and beyond the bill so that I could start creating a sinking fund so that when I was asked to double pay, I would have that money ready to go. But they just changed it to where now they just bill you each month once your policy renews. So I already had some money in the sinking fund. So I just only had to put in this much because I had that money in the sinking fund already. So that's that. Spectrum TV, so that's like our cable service. That's $169.25. And Netflix, that's $24.99. And then my husband's car payment, he has a truck. It's $890.86. And then HP Instant Ink, I already paid that this month, but I recently changed plans from it was like a 300 print a month, and then I switched that to still 300 prints a month, but then you got a brand new printer. So that went up to $16.24, I believe. But they still charged me, I guess they charge after the month is over. So I still owed for my old plan, and they charged that earlier in the month. But I think I'm still going to get charged again for the new plan, if that makes sense. So I added $15 to HP Instant Ink, even though I already paid that this month. But like I said, I think I'm paying for both plans. Right now I'm in like a free trial, but I believe that it gets charged toward the end of the month. So, and then also my earthquake insurance, I already paid that, but something weird happened to where it charged at the end of the previous month. So I think it's going to charge again at the end of this month. So I just went ahead and added another $22 for my earthquake insurance. Okay, so if I add that all up, I should get $1,358.04, but I'm just going to double check myself here. All right, so yes, so 1,358.05. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to here. All right, so I said 1,358.05. And then if I subtract that from the paycheck, so 3,551.04 minus 1,358.05, that gives me $2,192.99. So let me just go ahead and add that down here. $2,192.99. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the variable expenses. So I needed to add a little bit more money into health and medicine. I just noticed that those two categories were going down quickly. So I just added another $14 to health. And then I added another $30 to medicine. And then my son is going on a trip to New York. He is leaving this coming weekend. And so he's going on a trip with his school. And they have arranged for an airport shuttle to take the kids to LAX, or at least some of the kids. So that's going to cost me $80 because it's $40 each way. And then also he is going to check a bag at the airport, and that is also $40 each way. So I'm budgeting $80 for both of those expenses. So this is $204. And then let me go ahead and add that here. All right, so let's see, variable expenses. I'll just add it. I'm going to add it here. Just this says debt, but we're going to do variable. All right, so I said $204, so 204, and then we will subtract that from 2192.99. All right, so we still have $1,988.99. All right, so next are my sinking funds, and I have a lot of sinking funds, but I think that's all right, right? Okay, so, all right, so first is the Toyota app. So I have like Toyota connected services that, you know, I can remotely unlock my car. I have like emergency services. I can remotely start my car, that kind of thing. So that's $14 a month. My car registration is $31 a month. I have a sinking fund for planners. I am a teacher, so I do buy, you know, a fairly expensive Erin Condren teacher planner. And then I also have this Budget Mom budget planner. So I just put away $20 a month for planners. I have AAA, which is, I'm sure most of you know what that is. That's just like a roadside service. If you get a flat tire or your car breaks down, that's $12 a month. Amazon Prime is $13 a month. Pet licensing, so I just save for my pet's license and like rabies vaccination and that kind of thing. So I put away $5 a month for that. My husband has a subscription to Consumer Reports, so that's $5 a month. Costco membership is $11 a month. My husband's car registration, I'm putting away $61 a month. And serious annual car payment. So my husband, serious annual payment. My husband has also a connected service. It's called Sirius Guardian. And I noticed that if you pay yearly, then you get like a month or two free. So I'm trying to save up for that so I can make that a yearly payment instead of a monthly payment. So that's $22. And then Canva Pro. So, you know, of course, I just joined YouTube and the budgeting community. And so I went ahead and signed up for the free trial of Canva Pro. And they are going to charge me, I believe, next month or at the end of this month. So I'm just putting away that $120 now, and then I'll start a sinking fund and just save for it over the months for next time. And then TurboTax, my husband likes to use TurboTax for our taxes, and so I'm saving $10 a month for that. All right, so that's the first bit of my sinking funds. And let's go ahead and add this up. Okay, so that's $324. So let's go ahead and add that to the overview sheet. And I'm going to have like several different sections here in sinking funds. So I'm just going to cross this out and put sinking. Okay, so this first bit was $324. And then if I subtract that from what I have left over, I still have $1,664.99. So I'm just going to add that here. All right. All right, so the next part of my sinking funds is like holidays and whatnot. All right. So for Valentine's Day, I save $40 a month. Ease birthday, which is in February. He just turned 17. So that is $40 a month. Easter, $20 a month. My husband's birthday, $40. Mother's Day, $20. Oh, and actually I'm putting in 42 for my husband's birthday just because like it's almost fully funded and I think I just needed an extra $2 to fully fund his envelope. So Mother's Day is 20, Father's Day is 20. Summer fun is 40. So that's just like anything that my children and I want to do over summer, like little day trips, because I do have the summer off since I'm a teacher and obviously they do too. So I just like to put away some money for us to go to like the museum or, you know, do something like that. Or the movies or something like that. So 4th of July gets 20. My husband and my anniversary gets 40. Disney gets 40. And I know you're probably thinking I said in a previous video I wasn't going to Disney, which is mostly true. I did let my annual pass or my magic key expire in October and I haven't renewed it. However, I am saving to take my son and I to Oogie Boogie Bash in probably like September or October. So I'm trying to save for that. Okay, so Halloween gets 20. Elle's birthday, that's my other son, he gets 40. And then Thanksgiving gets 25. Christmas gets 120. Holiday meal, so that would be like our Christmas meal, gets 20. And New Year's gets 20. So I'm basically saving for every holiday, minus maybe like St. Patrick's Day, I guess. But yeah, lots of holidays to save for. All right, so let me go ahead and add that up. All right, so 567, yes, and that's what I had recorded down. So like this is like, I don't know how to even describe this. So like, I'll just put sinking funds. Sinking funds 1, and then this is going to be sinking funds 2. Okay, so that was 576. No, 567, just kidding. 567. Okay, and then if I subtract that from what we have left over, hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, so we have 1,097.99 left. Okay. All right, so next, more sinking funds. All right, so pet medical needs gets 20. I recently had a very expensive vet bill, and I'm trying to look into pet insurance for my cats, but I just haven't pulled the trigger on that yet, but I need to do that soon. So yeah, and then education gets 40. And this is for me to take continuing education classes so that I can advance on my pay scale at work. E's senior year, which will be next year for him, $20. E's college, 25. E's car, 25. I put $50 for home maintenance, but my husband already spent it yesterday. So I'm not actually going to stuff that, but I still need to record it here. Car maintenance is 50. Clothing is 50. And usually I don't put that much in, but I forgot to put money in that category last month. Vacation is 40. Entertainment. Oh, let's see. Let me actually go back to the dental. It's on this page still. So dental is 50. Entertainment is 40. Mom, actually, yeah, mom, I'm going to skip down here. Sorry. Mom is 20. Taxes is 40. And mom is just my mom, just to help contribute financially to things that she needs. My husband's projects, I am going to put 20. And then let me turn the page here. TV. So we're saving up to get a new TV for our living room because the one that we have is having issues. So 25 for that. Air purifiers, 25. I have a good one in my room, but we need better ones for the rest of our house because we live in an area where, we often have wildfires. I know probably a lot of you were watching the news about the Pacific Palisades fire and the Altadena fire. Those places are within like 45 minutes of where I live. So, the smoke often blows in to our area. And so it's always good to have good air purifiers because there's usually always fires happening. And then I'm saving for like a robotic litter box for my cats. My husband wants a new stereo for our bedroom. Those are all 25. My husband wants a new mattress, so I put $100 for that. All right, so let's go ahead and add that up. Let me put this here so you guys can see. All right, let me turn back the page here. Oops, wrong way. All right, so yeah, I gotta add that in even though it's already spent. Okay, so that's 690, which is correct. Cool. So let me go ahead and add that to this sheet. So sinking funds number 3. So that's 690. All right, so let's subtract that. So 1097.99 minus 690. All right, 407.99. So this is where things get messed up because I had allotted $450 to my debt snowball. So I'll just put that in this area here. So I'm budgeting $450. And like I said, when I did this on my app, it all came out fine. So I'm not exactly sure why it's not coming out. But yeah, it's over by $42.01. So I am going to put $450 to my debt snowball. For whatever reason, I am over by $42.01. I am not sure, like I said, I'm not sure why that's off, but okay, so that is it. You have seen me budget my paycheck or my husband's paycheck for the second part of March. In one of my next videos, I will be cash stuffing a lot of these sinking funds and also putting some placeholders in my binders because some of them are getting a little bit too chunky and I need to condense down and actually put that money in savings as opposed to having them in my binders. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.